everybody. It's Saturday night here in the Pacific. And as usual, I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. It's kind of chilly here in Los Angeles. So I've been trying to put my jacket earlier. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, it is Sunday afternoon. So it's 2 p.m. over there. So magandang tanghali o hapon sa inyong lahat. And as always, I wish that you had a wonderful lunch with your friends, family, loved ones, and significant other. And if you're watching us in different parts of the world, magandang umaga, good afternoon, and good evening. And for our team share, as well as our team replay, happy viewing to all of you. And I wish you could, one of these days, you could watch us live. So it will be a good interaction. So tonight we have a special guest. She was one of our special guests in one of my show, Alam Mo Ba? She's a nurse practitioner and she is patiently waiting in the other side of the country. She's based in Houston and she guested, and her name is Mary Jane Concepcion. And if you want to know more about her, just go into our playlist on PHLV Radio YouTube channel and just click in. Go to the playlist and look for Mary Jane Concepcion, and you'll get to know her up close and personal. But before we bring her on, I would tell you more about what we're happening here. We are live on PHLV Radio YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? All you have to do is like, subscribe, and share. And you click that notification bell so you will be notified every time we are on. Not only my shows, but also the shows of the other host and content provider. Also, simultaneously, we are live on PHLB Facebook page, as well as on different podcasts, podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And also, we are live. Also, if you have a Amazon Fire TV, just look for PHLB Radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And as always, our team replay is good at this now. If you want to review or replay any of the shows, not only my two shows, but the shows everybody, just go in and look for PHLB Radio YouTube channel and look at the playlist. And voila, you would be able to watch as many times as you want any past and current shows of PHLB Radio. And if you want to know more, just click into our website, which is www.phlbradio.com. Yan! Nako, ang ganda ng topic natin. So I really made it a point to invite another voice for our show tonight, because it is, we titled it, Mary Jane. Before I would tell them the letter, and we'll read the letter. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, good evening everyone, especially those that are watching from the Philippines. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And again, thank you so much, Josh, for having me tonight. I really appreciate it.
You know, every time you're ready to guest host, the station, the show is open for you. I know it's kind of challenging because it's 12 midnight in Houston.
I know, right? But I love it. So I'm
good.
here.
Anytime. Just give me a holler and give me a ring and then say, Josh, I want to guest. And everybody, it's just not for MJ or MJ that it's open. Anybody who would like to be a guest co-host, just let me know and I'll get you in. So it will be very interesting. Oh, before we continue, let me say hello to Ana Enriquez. Oh, Ana Enriquez and her son Paul. It's a good story in itself. We got to meet them in London. Oh, not London. Notre Dame in Paris. It's so weird because we're looking. Our group we went there last month, November, October. We went there last part of the October, and we were looking for someone to take our pictures. And so lo and behold, we said, "Oh, look at that guy. He looks like very intelligent." And so we said, can you take our picture? And all of a sudden, his name is Paul, the son of Anna, and he said, marunong po ako mag-Tagalog. Oh, no, oh naman po. So we were all like surprised. We were stoked that he could speak Tagalog, and he took our picture, the group picture, and then of course we took their picture as well. And so now I think I'm friends with them. And the funny thing is, and this is really short,
Mhm.
They lived in Pasig, where the same street where my grandmother's residence or apartment buildings is located. So this is it's one of those
Wow.
that, hey Anna, and she is from Pasig. Okay, hi Anna. Anna, nako, this will be a very interesting discussion kasi ang ganda. And then
Mhm.
Ivy Villan, oh my God, Ivy Villan is the festival queen of the music festival in the world. So Ivy's having a show and it's already sold out. And it's Ivy Villan and she's celebrating her anniversary and it's already sold out. It's going to be in Manila Pub and definitely it's in December 9 and it's titled Ivy Violan. Happy viewing. And then Katrina Poblete Salum. Hello, Kuya Josh, she said. Listening from Doha, Qatar with Rosana Miller Barrera. Hi, Rosana. And then, yeah. So, yeah. Sabi ni Ana, yes, in Paris. Yeah. And I'm gonna see you when I go visit Manila. It seems like they're gonna be my good family friend now. Then Adele Ordinario, Adele, are you still in Long Beach or you're in Las Vegas still? Sabi niya, hi, hi. And then, teka, si Anna says hello again. Watching, oh, Las Vegas. And then Ernie is watching also from the Philippines. Eto na! Nako, kailangan ko, ang daming nag-ano sa inyo, nanonood. So maraming salamat for tuning in. Maganda po ang topic natin today. I think it will hit home. That's why I brought in another voice. And of course, it's open to the chat room to give us your feedback on that. Ang title for tonight, ang letter sender natin, itatago natin sa pangalan na Yvette. Okay, remember Yvette, kasi minsan nagkakamali ako eh. Minsan nasasabi yung pangalan. As always, I try very best to hide the identity and I'm gonna change the location and some fact about the letter sender para hindi siya mahuli o hindi siya malaman yung kanyang pinagdadaanan. Tapos si Marcos, Marcos is watching as well. Si Josh Lianio Rafanan is watching. Sabi niya, hi Mr. Josh. And Josh and I had a interview earlier which turned out to be really, really swell. So here we go. The title is Utang Na Loob or Debt of Gratitude. Yung mga utang na loob. Ako yung pag-uusapan natin tonight, which is so interesting because it is so close, especially to the Filipino culture na walang humpay, non-stop na utang na loob. So here we go. Ang title ay Utang na Loob or Debt of Gratitude in English. Eto na. And again, our letter sender is Yvette. Sabi niya, here we go. Dear Kuya Josh, galit na galit ako. Feeling ko, sasabog ako sa inis at walang humpay na galit. Before anything else though, good day to you, the listeners and the viewers. Hello to Team Replay and Team Share. And maraming salamat PHLV Radio for having a show like Dear Kuya Josh. So like now, I would like to vent everything that is happening with me. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to one and all. Okay, Kuya Josh, like what I said, nagliliyab ako sa inis at galit. Please use Yvette as my name. I'm a pediatrician, a widow, and with 2 grown-up boys who like me, are in the medical profession. Kuya Josh, I'm being consumed with anger or galit because of how the turn of events that happened most recently. I always help people whenever I can to a fault. My children would always remind me to help but to put a limit whenever I do. I'm all out whenever I help. Sabi nga ng karamihan, OA akong tumulong. Sobrang sagad sa pagtulong. Thinking back, siguro it is because maawain ako talaga lalo na sa mga in need. Kuya Josh, I help and still helping a lot of people. I find personal joy and extreme happiness if I can help others in my own way. I sent and are still sending people to school without using a foundation because I believe helping should not because I believe helping should be from the heart and not for tax avoidance. Recently, I helped a family to start fresh here in Canada. Like always, I help without strings attached or asking for anything in return. Diba? It really feels great to know you did good to your brothers and sisters in Christ. Kuya Josh, I did everything for them to start fresh here in Canada. I showed and guided them in the process of getting acquainted and acclimated with the life in Canada. They were my priorities until they are settled. Because I want them to succeed the way my family did. Pero bakit ganon, Kuya Josh? Kung sino pa ang sobra-sobra mong tinulungan and you treated them like family, sila pa ang nagkakalat ng lies at kasinungalingan about you. Lies na hindi totoo at puro imbento. Kuya Josh, at first I really wanted to retaliate at ibuko sila at ipagkalat ang mga baho nila, pero what good will that do? I was told not to stoop down to their level because it is not worth it. Another friend reminded me that karma is digital na. In time, they would get what they deserved. Deep inside, I'm hurting terribly. Kuya Josh, what happened to utang na loob or debt of gratitude? I personally do not believe na one has to pay back perpetually because I believe na people should not be callous about one's help. I really do not want them to be indebted to me for life because of the help I did for them. But, wag naman sana silang sneaky behind my back and use me by maligning my person or pagkatao to get what they want sa mga bago nilang kakilala. I help them when they badly needed someone to help them. I was there for them, but why are they doing these things to hurt my person, my character? Kuya Josh, I must admit, at first gusto kong sugurin at ipamuka ang mga bagay-bagay sa kanila. Pero what good will that do, di ba? Lalo na makakapal ang mga muka nila kasing kapal ng mga makeup nila sa muka. I'm not asking for them to have a lifetime utang na loob sa akin. I for one do not even adhere for someone to have an utang na loob. Kahit kanino man, except na wag naman kalimutan ang mga taong tumulong sa kanila to start anew. I do not need na they would have or feel utang na loob, but rather I would like them to respect me, to give me the respect that I deserve, to not use me and malign my person to other people. Yun lang ang gusto kong mangyari. For them to be honest and not to create lies after lies. Kuya Josh, a good friend said that utang na loob is within sa mga Pilipino. He said that for Filipinos walang He said na for Filipinos walang kabayaran ng isang utang na loob. Ito ay panghabang buhay, which I tend to disagree. One time, another person whom I helped had mentioned na habang buhay niyang tatanawin ang kabutihan ko sa kanya at kaniyang pamilya. What I told him and his family, no need to do that. Just pay it forward. Yun ang alam kong tama na to pay it forward. Kuya Josh, heto mga tanong ko para sa iyo, sa mga listeners at sa mga viewers. When ka dapat tumanaw ng utang na loob? Kailan ba dapat kang tumanaw ng utang na loob? Dapat bang habang buhay mong babayaran ng utang na loob? Kung oo, kailan ba matatapos ang pagbabayad ng isang utang na loob? Kailangan ba talagang bayaran ng utang na loob? Hanggang dito na lang. More power to you and to your show. Your avid follower, Yvette. Nako, eto na. Teka muna, before anything else. Emma Consul is watching. Hi, Emma. Emma's watching from Carson, California. Sabi ni, teka, Josephine Casio is watching us from Quezon City. Mark Joseph Proficacion, sabi, watching us from Hamadi in Quezon City as well. And then Benny Tan. Hey Benny, Super A. Nako, si Benny's watching us. Nako Benny, ganda tong topic for today. Okay, para doon sa mga nahuli. So ang topic natin or ang letter sender is si Yvette. She's a widow, she's a pediatrician, so doktor. At meron siyang dalawang anak na hindi niya sinabi, basta sabi niya nasa medical profession as well. Parang ating guest co-host today, she's a nurse practitioner sa Houston, Texas. And you'll meet her in a while. Tapos, so, ang nangyari, matulungin masyado si Yvette. Okay? So, she helped all the time. And she is one of those na hindi naniniwala sa mga utang na loob. And that's what our topic is gonna be. Ang masakit kasi, she just helped a family. And sabi niya, nagpapadala siya ng mga tao sa school, tumutulong siya, at parang ano niya yon, habit na. And ang maganda doon, she's helping not because of tax avoidance o yung gagawa ka ng foundation tapos doon mapaparaanin yung pera mo. So yung mga accountants natin CPA, alam niyo yon, some people would create foundation, not all, but sometimes it's a tax deductible kasi nagkakaroon ka ng, especially if you have the foundation, you get a 501c dito sa US. So, but it's another topic for another time. But, ibig sabihin, itong si Yvette, she's doing it because it's coming from her heart. So, one of the thing na nagsulat siya sa atin is to share that there's a family na nag-migrate sa Canada. So, siya nga being Yvette, so, tinulungan niya, parang ginaid niya para ma-acclimate o para maging very easy ang paglipat ng pamilya sa Canada. So, lahat ginawa raw niya, pero ang masakit, recently, nakarinig siya na minamalain o niyuyurakan in Tagalog ang kanyang person. Meaning, nagsasabi yung pamilya o part of the family ng mga bagay na hindi totoo at hindi kanais-nais about her. So what at first she was fuming. Sabi nga niya, galit na galit siya. She is consumed by anger and she wants to retaliate. Kasi syempre, even with our friends, we got to know who our friends are and we know some secrets about them. And sometimes, because sabi nga niya, gusto niyang sugurin. Gusto niya talagang gumanti at ipagkakalat rin niya yung baho ng pamilyang tinulungan niya. But of course, being she has this good heart. So sabi niya, what good would that do? It's not gonna help. Parang sabi niya, gusto lang naman niya when she help is respect. And she's not asking for anything, no strings attached, because that's her very nature. So ngayon ang tanong niya sa atin about the utang na loob. Kasi nga sabi niya, what good would I do? Wala naman akong gustong na utang na loob, pero alam ko, it's embedded in the Filipino culture na tayo, pag natulungan tayo ng tao, habang buhay natin, ang tanaw ng utang na loob, parang we bend back forward for people who have helped us. In this particular case, hindi niya nga, Yvette is not an admirer of utang na loob. She doesn't even believe in such thing. Basta sa kanya, tumutulong lang siya. What she's hoping that would happen is tigilan na yung mga lies being said about her. At sabi nga niya, hindi rin niya susugurin kasi makakapal nga raw yung muka nitong mga pamilya. And that's why I was kinda like laughing in some way. Sabi niya, kasing kapal ng makeup nila. So I never heard that expression before. So I was laughing about it. So yung tanong niya, para sa ating lahat, ang tanong niya, kailangan ba talagang dumanaw ang ng utang na loob? Dapat bang habang buhay mong pagbabayaran ng isang utang na loob? Kung oo daw, kailan ba matatapos ang pagbabayad sa isang utang na loob? At kailangan ba talagang bayaran ang such thing? Yun ang inaano niya, ang tinatanong niya. So, yung sa mga latecomers, I hope you got the gist of or the synopsis of our letter sender today. Okay, naku, ang dami pang nadagdag. Ang saya nito Sabi si Architect Alexander Tan, he's a very, very good family friend of mine. At we practically grew up together. At how yung mga inaanak ko, gabi, mga doktor na at mga unbelievable. They grew up. Time flies so fast. It's unbelievable. Sabi niya, nice hair, Josh. Sira ulo mo. Gingerberry, who happens to be in Reno, Nevada. Now she is, I think, based in the Philippines. Gingerberry, I'll see you hopefully next month, God willing. Sabi niya, sabi niya, hi Tito Josh. Si Al, ito na, si Sunny Francis is watching from Quezon City. Okay, bago natin basahin yung comment at yung mga listeners po and viewers, please do write or put on your comments on the chat box or chat room, and we will read it out loud. At whether you agree, disagree, comments nyo, and just a disclaimer: comments, advices, or comments, advice, and opinion is not a reflection that will be discussed today. It's not a reflection on the owners or the management of PHLV Radio. Okay? Para malinaw. Okay, eto na, Mary Jane. Ito na ang ating special guest co-host for tonight from Houston, Texas. And this is really a sacrifice for her kasi it's past midnight na in Texas. Mary Jane, anong comment mo? May advice ka ba kay Yvette? Anong comment mo? Anong opinion mo about what is going on with her?
Well, first of all, I just would like to say thank you, Yvette, for, for being a good person and for trying to help other people. And just to kind of give you an idea also, I am a recipient of goodness and kindness and generosity of a lot of my relatives. So I think the utang na loob in our culture is, as we said, it's our culture, it's our lifestyle, right? That when we receive kindness from other people, we feel indebted. But that, to me, that is not a negative thing, because we are free as the recipient of goodness from other people. We are free to feel grateful. That's why up until now, I always say, or always tell my relatives who are in California too, whenever there's a special occasions, anything, I would always greet them and I would always tell them I am forever grateful. Me and my family are forever grateful because we wouldn't be here without your kindness and your generosity. So I think being, having that indebtedness or having that utang na loob is like, it's a freedom from those recipients like me. And you said it's true. People doesn't have to feel that way, but it's a freedom from the people to express their gratitude to the people that have helped them. So that's just for me. And you said, yeah, it's true too, that the way for us to be able to pay those people that have helped us is doing the same thing for other people. That's probably why I grew up to like you. I'm a very giving person. I mean, I've helped people that I don't even know. Like people could approach me on Messenger. People, strangers. I mean, because I feel the need. I've been there in their shoe. So whenever someone approach me and ask for help, even if I don't know them, I talagang tinutulungan ko, Diyos. I'm not kidding. It just breaks my heart whenever somebody asks for help and I couldn't do anything. It breaks my heart. So even if no matter how little, kung kahit magkano lang, I try to help. But once you help someone, I mean, it's the reward is just indescribable. The joy, just like you said, the joy is there. So if they feel indebted to you or if they want to thank you for the rest of their lives, I think that's okay. Just for me, kasi I've been a recipient of goodness. So yun lang expression of diba? Sinasabi lang natin habang buhay kaming parang tatanaw ng utang na loob. I think it's just natural. It's just natural for people that receive help, especially for people that, I mean, I have very, very good relatives, very kind relatives. They're very rich and we were very poor. Literally, we were homeless in the Philippines. I wouldn't be here if not because of them. So it's just natural na talagang tatanaw ako ng utang na loob. Pero there's nothing wrong with that. Parang parang just a piece of advice. And I'm not expecting people that I help na talagang tatanaw din, pero it's their expression. So that's a good thing. If they feel na may utang na loob sila, pero that doesn't necessarily mean na it's a negative thing for me. Yun
Okay.
yung opinion ko, yeah.
Point well taken, but I have to go back to that point of yours in a minute. Si Adele Ordinario, sabi niya, pag tumulong ka, don't expect anything in return. Sabi
Mhm.
niya, help nga eh. I help a lot of people before and still doing it and experience na may taong they don't look back sa ginawa ko and at the end ako pa ang ini-ignore at forgotten na what I did for them. Just pay just pray for those people. Okay. Si Lina Absidi. Hi Lina, watching us from Quezon City. Si Marky Entrodicious watching us from, I know you are in Qatar, di ba? Middle East, basta Middle East. Tapos sabi ni Adele Ordinario, hi Mary Jane. Tapos si Paul. Oy, Paul, Alimbayao or Alimbayo. Si Paul is a good friend of mine based in Hawaii, in Oahu, Hawaii. Yan ang aking supplier ng macadamia nuts. Si Doc Edwin, si Doc Edwin is a very good doctor back in the Philippines, and he is a geriatrics. And he's the owner, guys. He is the owner of Calmara Resort in Tanay. Naku, panayang ad ko sa kanya dahil I've been there. It's really a fabulous weekend getaway. At you could check my website on that, or their website. It's Calmara Resort and Restaurant. Okay, in Tanay, Rizal. So you don't have to drive all the way to Tagaytay. You could just go to Tanay. Sabi ni Doc Edwin, help the person and just forget that you help him or her. If the person had been raised well by a good family, they will show gratitude. If not, then so be it. Ako, wait, no na. Sabi, meron naman ako nag-text. Sabi niya, please anonymize my identity. Wag ko daw sabihin. Okay, ang kanyang comment. Okay, sabi niya, may mga piniem ako. I think it is not about utang na loob, but a basic human value called respect or courtesy. If a good deed cannot be reciprocated, at the very least, do not respond to it with a bad deed. That's a fundamental human etiquette. I admire the letter sender for choosing the higher ground. God sees everything and will surely bless her beautiful heart. Wow! Nako, ayaw magpaalam na identity. Pero, ang ganda ng sinabi mo. Okay, balik muna tayo, Mary Jane, at dun sa ating mga listeners and viewers. Yung
Yeah.
kay Yvette kasi, I am so amazed yung kakapalan ng mukha nung tinulungan niya. Kasi sabi nga niya, she was not asking for any help. Ang hindi ko kasi maintindihan, gumawa ka na ng kabutihan dun sa pamilya, tapos sisiraan ka pa. I mean, that is like what this anonymous person said. Respect yan. Yun lang naman. Kumbaga, tinulungan ka na-establish ka na sa Canada, nag-guide kayo, na-acclimate kayo. The least you could do is huwag niyo namang i-badmouth yung tumulong sa inyo. I mean, sabi nga niya, when she helped, walang strings attached, she was not asking for anything, and just pay it forward. And I know people like that. And she's not a believer. Si Yvette is not a believer of utang na loob. Pero wag niyo namang siraan. Wag niyo nang gumawa pa ng mga alungoy-ngoy or anything that would hurt her person. Kasi especially lies. Hindi nga totoo ang lies eh. Imagine mo if Yvette is a bad person, and siyempre tumulong siya, she would know a lot of things about a friend or the family. She could spread it out and retaliate, sabi nga niya. Pero she would not do that kasi sabi niya she would not stoop down to that level. That is so admirable. Nakakahanga. I was salute to you, Yvette, kasi that's the higher ground, sabi nga nung ating anonymous sent letter, commenter. Kasi nga, totoo yun. It's so hard. Now, going back to utang na loob, Mary Jane, I agree with you na parang sa Pilipino lang yata yan ko nakikita eh. Kasi especially dito sa States, when you help, 'di ba, pag yung mga puti, yung ibang lahi, when you help and they say thank you, that's it. It's end of story, and they would just help you next time if you ask for help. Pero sa Pilipino, parang habang buhay na pagbabayaran mo, 'di ba? What's your take on that? Kasi isa sa mga tanong niya, parang habang buhay kang indebted. I mean, of course, like we said, I like what you said earlier. Now, it's really your choice. In your case, you are a recipient. It's your choice, but it should not be an obligation, 'di ba? Pero
Exactly.
I know also some people na parang isusumbat sa'yo, 'di ba? Isusumbat sa'yo na kung hindi dahil sa akin, hindi naging okay yung pamilya mo. Kung hindi dahil sa akin, hindi ka nagkaroon ng magandang buhay. So what's your take on that? I mean, alisin mo yung personal experience with that. Is that something na like in your case it's your decision
Mhm.
to to look at it as it's gonna be perpetual. Pero as a whole, if it's not Mary Jane, is that a good thing na you're indebted for life?
No, not really. As I said, for me, it's not necessarily a negative thing to say thank you, like especially in occasions like Christmas, New Year, or Thanksgiving. You just remember the people that that have helped you, and it's always good to express your thanks to them, but not necessarily that you're like they're not making you pay for what they have done for you, right? It's
Yes.
just an expression of gratitude for what they've done. So to me, it's not that we have to pay it for the rest of our lives. We're not paying it with something. We're just reciprocating the kindness by being respectful, by always remembering them, like by always expressing your gratitude. So it's just a good feeling to do that for the people that have helped you. And then if people that you help say thank you, it's great because, they acknowledge the help that you have given. But if they don't, as somebody had said, when you help, you don't like just forget about it. You're doing it not for, of course you're doing it for them, but also remember that when you help people, it also has a good effect in you. I mean, di ba nga sabi nila yung mga taong marunong talagang matulungin, God blesses them. So it's like no matter how big or small kung yung naitulong mo, it can make a big difference in other people's lives. So just that fulfillment and the satisfaction that you get, it's like you cannot pay it. You cannot buy that with any amount of dollar or material things, di ba? Walang maipapalit na the joy that you experience from helping people is there. So parang
Priceless. Yeah.
yes, yes, it's priceless. And as they said, when you bless others, God blesses you in different ways. It may not be through material things. It may not be, but you have good relationships with people, and then you have good health. So even though people may not like literally pay you for what you've done for them, people are praying for you. People are like, they think about you because you have helped them. So that's a good thing. So whenever we try to help, it's true. When you help people, just forget about it. It's like you're doing them a favor, and you're doing yourself also a favor because you're experiencing the positive effects of being, a giving person. And
Correct. Pareho
yeah,
kayo
and
ng
it
sinabi ni Doctor, the Dr.
yeah.
Edwin. Now, before you continue, si Gina Marcos is watching us from Banay, Laguna. And this one, Father JM Barosa is watching from Houston, Texas too. You know him, Father
Oh,
JM?
I think
He's a
yes,
Catholic.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a Catholic priest. Father J, I would like to hear your comment
Yeah.
on the being he's a Catholic singing priest. Ako, naging
Mhm.
guest ko na yan si Father JM here at
Si Tito Marita, right?
yes, with Tita
Yes, yes,
Marita.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and Father JM. Father
Mhm.
JM, anong comment mo sa mga utang na loob? Ayan, ako, meron tayong priest in our midst. Si Alexander Francis watching us from Quezon City, sabi niya, gratitude costs you nothing.
Mhm.
But the rewards can be priceless. Almost the same na sinabi ni MJ here, ni Mary Jane. Tapos
Mhm.
sino pa ba? Si Rosana, sabi niya, yeah, she's saying hello and all that. Now, MJ, I understand now what you're saying. Pero what do you think of those people naman na walang utang na loob? Will do the reverse, di ba? You help them, like in this case, yung nangyari kay Yvette.
Mhm.
Tumulong na siya, she gave it her all. Sabi nga niya, OA siya eh. OA siya magtulong to the max. Napapagalitan nga daw siya ng mga anak niya.
Mhm.
Pero because that's her very nature. Sabi mo nga, 'di ba? Parang she has this habit of being helpful, just like what you mentioned, like in your case as well. What about like itong scenario na to, itong pamilya na to na natulungan na niya na ngayon na settle na, then she heard from a very reliable source na minamalign pa yung kanyang character, yung kanyang person. What hopefully this family would get hold of this show. What can you advise?
Yeah. For me, I mean, it's like the truth will set you free, right?
Yes.
So as long as we know the truth that whatever they're spreading, hindi totoo, I think we should feel at peace because whatever is going on with that family, I mean, we never know what's going on with that family, right? And I think
Yes.
it's since you had that relationship with them in the beginning, maybe it's a good idea for you to talk it out, 'di ba? Kasi if even though it's hard, it's easier said than done to do that because they have offended you already and they're spreading rumors about you. Mahirap gawin sometimes to approach them. And as I said, if the truth is gonna, you know what you're doing, you know what you've done, and this other family, they don't know what they're doing. And I think one good thing about is if you have helped them and if you think that whatever you've done for them had actually like changed their lives, then I think that's one way of showing that hindi sinayang yung tulong mo. Di ba? Parang ganon. So parang may naging result yung pagtulong mo sa kanila, and even though they're spreading lies about you, just pray about them and I think forgive them. And the truth, as I said, again, will set you free.
So you
Yeah.
don't adhere na sugurin niya at
No, I guess I'm
baka
not
pala,
that, yeah. Hindi rin. Kasi alam mo, it's just gonna make things worse, I think, if we do that.
I agree.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes if you just stay quiet, it just will just stop. Kasi if there's already fire going on and then we go there and ano, anuhin din natin yung fire, then it will just continue going on. I mean, it has to stop at some point.
And then
Yeah.
what's your stand though on the people, the family na tinulungan niya?
Yeah. Well, it's not good. I mean, yeah, it's not good that you do that to the person that have helped you. The best thing that you can do if you don't have anything good to say, then just be
Zip it,
quiet.
'di ba?
Yes. Just be
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
It applies not just in this kind of situation, but even in our day-to-day lives. If you don't have anything good to say to others, just keep quiet. Because
Especially people
uh-huh,
who help you.
mm-hmm,
People who did good to you, especially kasi mahirap talaga mag-migrate
yeah,
I would assume from the Philippines to another country, whether it's US, Canada, or any just to know the ropes, the rules, the regulation. It's not you have to read a lot of books, but the easiest way, the shortcut way there is you talk to someone who's been there, who
mm-hmm,
lived there. Just like if even from if I move to Houston, I would not know the rules, even though I'm from California, from LA. I need someone to tell me. Of course, it's written somewhere, but it would be easier to hear from first-hand information from people who've been there. So yung pamilya, I agree. Nako, siguro it would be difficult, lalo na it would be difficult ako personally. It would be siguro I agree with you on your first point na it would be best to talk to them
mm-hmm,
talaga, pero ano ka muna, how do you call that? Kind of rest your feelings first,
uh-huh,
because sabi mo nga
yes.
you are consumed with anger. Kasi pag galit ka, you say more hurtful things na magiging stoop down ka lang sa level nila eh. So palamig ka muna, Yvette. Then
Mm-hmm,
when you are calm and collected, it's time to, kasi ako I believe, I'm a believer of communication. I'm
mm-hmm,
big in that. I would not one of those na I'll keep it to myself at I will wallow in sorrow. No, I will let you know things that you, if I feel so, because to me the beginning of understanding is through communication.
mm-hmm,
So maybe I'm not siding with the family. I definitely, Yvette, I hear you, I feel you, pero eventually you need to tell that family that, look, I know and I heard what you've been telling people about me. Stop it. Okay,
Mhm.
because ako, hindi naman threat, no? I would say, if you do it to me and I hear it again, I will tell them exactly who you guys are.
Mhm.
Is that something you want done? I mean,
Mhm.
if you know, I know it's kind of bad, but that's me. But it would be best talaga to communicate pag hindi ka nagalit.
That's right.
Magpalamig ka muna, yeah. You kinda make sure that you are in the right frame of mind para you could explain yourself more better, and at the same time it will be clearer and you would not say things that would be hurtful kasi you don't fight fire with fire. In my
That's
book, parang magpalamig ka muna, pero I personally think, Yvette, you really need to tell them that, look, I know and I heard that this is what you're telling about me. Stop it. Okay,
mhm.
because I don't appreciate it. I don't mind that I help you. Good luck. You know, I wish you success, and I wish you all the blessings that will come your way. But I think if you continue doing that, the blessings will not be as as easy to flow into your heart because you're doing something evil. And I think the good Lord will not bless evil things. And
Mhm.
that's what my sense of that. But before you make a comment, MJ, on that, let me read some more people. Sabi ni Rosana Milar Barrera from Doha, Qatar, my good friend Rosana. Sabi niya, and the singing Rosana, who's also a dentist. Sabi niya, but now she is an instructor now at a dental school. Or, yeah. Love and kindness are never wasted. Oh, love and kindness are never wasted in life. It has been proven scientifically that when you express our gratefulness to other people, we feel happier and calmer. Wow! Totoo naman, yun ang parang uh, adrenaline rush kapag you feel that you did something good to other people or you did a good job. Meron yung sabi nga, your happy pill, yung nagiging happy pill to some people. Sabi ni Katrina Poblete, by the way, Katrina's daughter Ayana will be our guest for Alam Mo Ba this coming Friday, and I'll be posting the promo poster later tonight. Eto sabi ni Katrina Poblete, Salom, sabi niya, opinion ko lang po ito. We help because it brings out the happiness in us. Aba, almost pareho kay Rosana. If I am in the letter sender's shoes, as long as I help them without reservations, I won't feel bad for the bad words that that these ladies are spreading about me, because at the end, good deeds will still prevail. Wow! Ang kagaling ng mga natin comment. Tapos isa pa, ito medyo mahaba-haba ito. Itong ating anonymous sender, sabi niya, and I quote, her reaction of getting hurt, meaning yung hurt na ni Yvette, her reaction of getting hurt is natural. It is very human. Moreover, it is likewise okay thank you. Moreover, it is likewise okay that she has chosen the program, Dear Kuya Josh, to voice out her concern with their concealed identities. The mere fact that she wrote a letter to Dear Kuya Josh program, I think she needs some affirmations from you and your listeners and viewers. Some people find it healing through that. So kudos to your program as it becomes instrumental for her path to healing. Ay, nako, nakakataba naman ng puso. Thank you, anonymous sender. Maraming salamat. That's really what this show is about. And like what I said time and time again, not only I learn a lot, I'm getting lots of nuggets of wisdom. Kasi sometimes talaga, and I think Mary Jane, you'll agree with that. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger, to tell them some of our stories and ask for advice. Why? Because walang judgment at walang biases.
Mhm.
'Diba? Is that how you feel about the same thing? Are you the type, Mary Jane, na minsan masasabi mo lang kasi yung kung meron ka pinagdadaanan sa mga tao, I do that. Kasi
Mhm.
minsan medyo mahirap magsalita sa ibang kaibigan kasi nga baka mamaya magamit yan pag nag-away na kayo. So sometimes, I normally talk to a stranger. I don't mind talking to them and say, hey, but I'm not gonna tell them me. I'll use a friend's name. Like, I have a friend who's going through that, but it's really me. So what's your take on that, Jane? Mary
I mean,
Jane?
that's actually good idea, right? Because as you said, ano, parang neutral ground eh. Nobody's gonna judge you, and they don't know you. But I usually confide to my most trusted friends. Kasi they can really give advice na para sa akin because they know me, you know? When the people that you talk to really know you, then they can give you a good advice. Sometimes there are things that we want to hear, but we don't hear it because they're our friends. They tell you the truth. Diba? That's one thing too of having good friends because they will let you know and they will tell you the truth. It's not something that we want to hear that we hear a lot of times.
And once you have friends
Yes.
like that who tells you the truth, those are keepers. Because
Yes.
most of our friends, and we know that. I mean, we have good friends they're good friends. They're good for happening friends. They want to go
Mhm.
out and all that. As they said, these are the fun friends. But you have friends who would tell it to your face. They will
Mhm.
not sugarcoat it. And once you
Yeah.
have that, those are keeper because hindi sila there to patronize you, to say how beautiful you are today, how nice you look. They would tell you whether
Yes.
it, I mean, as long as sabi ko nga, as long it's not like in a crowd na sasabihin, oh, pangit na suot mo, na hindi ka mapapahiya. Those are friends na good friends na when they said, hey, parang bad hair day ka today. Pero kayo lang dalawa. O kung nagkamali ka sa grammar, they'll correct you. Pero kayong dalawa lang. Kasi instead naman na you're in a group of people or you're in a circle of friends and kokoreking ka or sasabihin na pangit tong damit mo. I think, di ba? Parang, so I kind of agree with you. Teka muna. Si Catherine Cruz is watching. Catherine is the wife of the former Consul General of Texas, as well as Los Angeles and some other counties. Sabi niya, hello, watching with you. Nako, na-miss mo, Catherine. Ang ganda ng usapan so far. Talagang ang daming hindi kinikilig, ang daming talagang it hits home itong kwento na to. Now, may mga questions siya sa atin. Itong si Yvette, sabi niya, you mentioned already that I think Utang Na Loob is on a case-to-case basis. However, it's culturally, that's how Filipinos are. Walang humpay, walang sawang. Pero, kailan mababayaran ito? Like in your case, you said that of course you have experienced to be on the other side, the recipient of good deeds. So, ikaw tumatanaw ka ng utang na loob, which is not a bad thing.
Mhm.
Okay? Kasi it's a case-to-case basis and that's how you feel about it. Pero in your case, now I'm gonna use your example. In your case, may hangganan ba to? Or this is lifetime?
To me, I think, kasi naman nung tinulungan ako ng mga lola ko, like I have a lola in Stockton, California, and then yung lola ko sa South San Francisco, so she's already passed, and I have other relatives ng papa ko sa, I think he was in Michigan who helped me. I think para sa kanila, nung tinutulungan ako, the only thing that they really wanted is for me to actually get better. Like maging successful. Yun naman di ba? Pag tumulong ka sa ibang tao, di ba? Gusto mo lang mapabuti yung buhay nila. Gusto mo lang maging instrumento ka para maging, makita nila yung masilayan nila ang ang success sa buhay, parang ganon. So, I think if they did that and they did not waste your resources, they did not waste your efforts of helping, para sa kanila, nabayaran mo na yung kanilang tulong.
Yeah.
Para, 'di ba? Because you made use of that. You did not put anything into waste. You respected their time, their effort, their resources. And I think for me, sa akin doon, although for me, ako kasi, very grateful ako. I don't know, but it's just me. Any little thing that I get from anybody, especially for these people nga yung mga relatives ko, kasi I wouldn't be here without them. So
Yeah.
it's for them, it doesn't bother them for me saying na I'm forever grateful, ganyan. So hindi sila nababother because it's just an expression of gratitude para sa akin. So walang hangganan for some people, but I think only for those people that really are expecting something, right?
Right.
For the help that they give, then they would be offended kung hindi sila maalala kahit man lang sa Pasko or any occasion, di ba? They are offended because, pero sa mga taong who are sincerely helping, I mean, it's okay. Feel free to
Correct.
say thank you. Feel free. Kasi as we've said, the power of gratitude is there. Kasi parang it just doesn't build stronger relationships. It just doesn't give you, it has actually effects in your health. If you are always grateful, diba? It makes your blood pressure low, you're
Yeah,
calmer.
your endorphins,
Yeah,
your happy,
yeah, you're
happy.
positive. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, like your good hormones, and you produce them when you're grateful.
And
So
when
it
you're
has,
happy.
yeah, when you're happy. So it has like good physiological effects. Other than it builds good relationships.
And I think you hit it also that
Mm-hmm.
I think the best word to describe that is gratitude. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you are a recipient of help,
Mm-hmm.
ako personally, I don't really adhere to utang na loob. It's
Mm-hmm.
just always be cognizant, always be aware that
Mm-hmm.
you reach that stature or stage of your life, the success that you are today is because of these people. I always tell them the little people who help you. You always not forget, but it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that it will be a perpetual uh,
Yeah.
paying. Because the
Mm-hmm.
way I personally would pay is I like what we talked about earlier, and some people already mentioned that you just pay it forward. First, I pray for them. Okay,
Yes.
because prayer is very important. Lagi ko sinasabi nga sa program na to na it is so hard to pray for people that you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? And prayer is priceless because when people pray for another person, parang ako I could be I don't know if Father James still here. Parang mas mabilis yung answer eh. Parang ganun. Kasi sabi nila when people are praying for you, it's so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I believe. So ako Yvette, hopefully in your particular case, I understand, and like sabi nga nitong anonymous sender reactor natin, na sometimes talaga yung galit mo, galit na galit ka, it's human nature. We understand that, and thank you for bringing that up. Kasi talagang pag nainsulto ka o naichismis ka, especially if it's not true, ang nagagalit ka, which is the first reaction. Pero tama rin ginawa mo that you kept it to yourself, that you wrote a letter to us. Kasi it's a way of hearing it. And now you're hearing it from MJ, you're hearing it from Doc Edwin, you're hearing from Rosanna, you're hearing from Catherine, and you're hearing from other people. Yeah, sabi ni Josephine Casillo, exactly, to show gratitude, pay it forward. So yun na, aside from praying for them, pay it forward. It doesn't have to be as grand. Kung yun na, binili ka ng kotse para mag-start ka, no. It could be, a little help. Maybe you give, sometimes pag medyo well-off ka, tulungan mo, you give them some cash to pay for what or buy them groceries. Doesn't have to be weekly. Tapos doon hanga ako kay Yvette, and I think MJ and I we agree on that, na talagang you need to hanga kami sa iyo dahil hindi ka nagalit, yung hindi mo siya sinugod. Ako talaga ganoon kasi some people talagang at that moment, 'di ba? Talaga manunugod na parang, and not common sa ating kultura rin na may mga tatapang na talagang sugod mga kapatid. But in your case, you kind of kept it to yourself and you wrote us this wonderful email that we could share. Doon naman sa pamilya, I don't believe in karma, pero they said na what you do unto others, it will be do unto you. Nag-i-start pa lang kayo rito. Huwag masyado namang mayabang. Medyo clip natin ang mga fly, ang ating mga pakpak, dahil sabi nga, masyado kayong mataas, pag bumaksak, lagapak. And
Mm-hmm.
meaning, kind of be conscious of the help of people who have done you good. Pray for them. Wag masyadong mataas ang ere. At sabi nga, medyo bawasan siguro ang makeup para hindi masyadong makapal, na kumakapal ang mga muka. I will always use that. Thank you, Yvette, for saying that. I was taken off guard on that one. So do sa family, hopefully siguro isa puso ang pagdarasal. Maybe it's not too late yet kasi kung you just started out your life in Canada, there's more challenges, there's more problems, there's more things that would happen between now and the coming years. So imagine mo if you do this to Yvette or to whoever help you, sana hindi nyo na ulitin ito. And it would not be bad for you to acknowledge if you hurt someone, just be honest, don't be sneaky. Kasi that's not gonna amount to anything. It just show poor character and poor judgment. Sa'yo, Yvette, talagang hanga ako sa'yo. At continue doing the help. I like the fact that you're saying that pay it forward. I like the fact that hindi ka nanugod. Alam ko, naririnig ko, damang-dama ko, I could really feel the anger dun sa letter mo na talagang gusto mong sugurin. And I don't blame you if that would be a first reaction, but I'm glad that you didn't act on that reaction. At I think being your stature, you don't really want to, and I'll use your word, don't stoop down to their level. Sabi nga, a good friend of mine from the showbiz industry said, wag kang papatol dahil star ka na. These are starlets. Pag pumatol ka sa mga starlet at star ka na, you're giving them the time of day. 'Di ba? So parang you holding back on the hurtful feeling that you're feeling against or towards them makes you a bigger person, and that what makes you a great person because you are in control of your emotions. And instead of stooping down to their level, you chose the road less traveled, and that makes you a greater person compared to other people who had hurt you or is still hurting you at this moment in time. Yun aking point naman doon. Now, MJ, any other comment, general comment before we go?
Yeah, for the family nga, yeah, don't burn your bridges.
I
Especially
like that. Tama.
yeah, don't burn your bridges, especially you just got there. As Josh had said, I mean, there's a tons of, there's always going to be challenges in your new life. So don't burn bridges, rather build relationships, because you build a community of people that will help you whatever happens in your journey there in Canada. Mahirap po. I've been in the United States for like 20 years. And in the beginning, yeah, we had people that helped us, and now we are friends. Like our kids grew up together. We have a community. We have an extended family. So ano po, just be careful with how whatever that comes out from your mouth or whatever when you talk to other people. Kasi it really hurts relationships pag we tell lies, we gossip and all those. It breaks relationships. So wag niyo pong gawin yon kasi we always will need people. There's no man. I mean, like no man is an island, right? So kailangan natin ang isa't isa po. So we have to really build that relationship and stay on it. And whatever happens, may kasama po kayo dyan kasi mahirap. Your families in the Philippines, they won't be able to help you kung may mangyari sa inyo. Kaya I have relatives in Canada too. So hi to all the Canadians out there, and I have my aunt there. Good evening. Tsaka to Yvette, thank you for helping. Thank you for helping people, because imagine how powerful you are doing, because you're planting a seed by helping even just one person, and it just turns like it can be a cripple effect.
Yes.
And people helping people, imagine how many people, it just started with one person that we help, but it grows by paying it forward. So don't tire of helping people, kasi talagang this is what we need in this world, to help each other. We need each other, we have to help each other, and let's forgive. Let's forgive each other, kasi at the end of the day, ano bang mahalaga sa buhay natin? It's relationships, our relationship with God and our relationship with other people, because every material thing that we have, they will vanish. Like we can't bring them in heaven when we're gone. So I think we just have to love each other, be kind to each other, forgive each other, and just keep helping, because you are in the right track.
Okay, that's good because I agree with you. Uh, Especially if you migrated, I love that you really need to build relationship because really you're building a community. This
Mm-hmm.
community will be your crutch. It will be kumbaga, this will be your wall to help you, especially in time of need. Kasi not because you're already established here, and I'm talking about the family or anybody else. No one is an island. There will be a time you really need it. For example, if you move, you need people to help you pack your things and move your furniture. You cannot do it alone.
Yep.
So wag na tayong mag-burn ng bridges. I like that. I like that, MJ.
Mm-hmm.
Burning bridges is not the way to do it, especially if you're just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya nga medyo not because you're doing well now, you never know. I mean, there's so many things would happen between now and the future, and you need people. You need people in your on your side because kapag binurn mo yung bridges na yan, hala, ang pagsisisa ay laging nasa huli. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
eto pa. Si Father MJ, nako si ating singing priest from Houston, Texas. Sabi niya, great topic and timely, Kuya Josh and MJ. Gratitude is a sign and an act of humility. Wow. I'll repeat. Gratitude is a sign and an act of humility. The more you are grateful, the more you are humble. The more you are open to more blessings from God and others. Okay, I'll repeat. Gratitude is a sign and an act of humility. The more you are grateful, the more you are humble, the more you are open to the more blessing from God and others. So tama nga, yun ang pinag-uusapan natin. Gratitude. Sabi niya, and I continue, this one, Father MJ, maraming salamat sa comment mo. Sabi niya, thank you Kuya Josh for everything you do. Nako, hindi lang po ako. It takes a village to have a show like this. Kung alam niyo lang, yung sila Johan Saison, the owner and the technical team, they're putting all this together, the back office to make the show looks wonderful at it is. Nako, it takes a village. Kung it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to have a show like this. So, tapos we have yung mga co-hosts po natin, nag-guest like si MJ at 12:04 na sa Houston and she's still up. Parang namumungay yung mata niya. And on top of that, alert pa rin ang kanyang diwa, ang kanyang wisdom to share it with us. Sabi pa ni okay, continue pa. Si Estrelita Lapid is watching from San Dimas, California. She's one of our group members doon sa trip namin sa mga happiness squad. So maraming salamat for watching and for tuning in. Okay, last word. Last word. Do you have any other to add on our Utang Na Loob issue tonight? And I guess we do the pros and the cons. Like in your case, si MJ ay naniniwala sa utang na loob pero in a different capacity. Kasi I think it's a case-to-case basis and it depends really on your personality.
Mm-hmm.
Ang maganda lang kasi, sana, ito, before I give you to MJ, sana yung mga tumutulong naman, when you help, no strings attached. Don't expect something in return. I always believe na hindi yung tao na tinulungan mo ang gaganti sa'yo. There's always a reciprocity that will happen with another people, another time. Yan yung sinasabi ko, yung act of kindness na ginawa mo today, it will come back to you. Ako, I'm a believer of that. My God, kung po, one of these days, ikukwento ko sa inyo ang mga kaganapan, mga ganap-ganap, at mga stress that I went through for a couple of months, and the act of kindness of people really made the difference. So MJ, last word before we close.
Well, it's Christmas season, so let's give love on Christmas Day. Yeah, I think just keep doing what you're doing. You know, what if what you're doing is helping and making a difference in other people's lives, then keep doing it. Because there's no greater joy, there's no greater satisfaction, there's no greater blessing than being able to help others. It's like I always also tell myself that when you are helping someone who's going through difficulties in life, just remember you are not in their place. You are not the one needing the help, which means you are not you are the one who has the capacity to help. So that alone is a blessing. If you can help people who are in need, that alone is a blessing. So keep doing what you're doing, because that's what we need in this world, to help each other, love each other, forgive each other, and be kind to each other. Thank you, Josh. I can't really thank you enough. See, that's how I am. That's why I always say thank you. It's like
I
for
love
me,
you too. And amen to what you're saying.
yeah.
Teka muna, si Rosana Millar Barrera, who's in Doha, Qatar, and she's a singer and a dentist by profession, but now she is, like what I said earlier, she's an instructor in a dental school in Doha, Qatar. Sabi niya, "Hi, Miss MJ! Houston ka pala. Looking forward to seeing you soon." Tapos may duktong pa siya, "I left my heart in Houston." Wow! Rosana, anong kwento dyan? Bakit you left your heart? Baka may ganap, ha? Parang hindi ko yata alam yun. Tapos si Bing Lau Mayor is watching from Calibo, Aklan. And the Mayors and the Laos are the one who saved me and my friends during the Mount Pinatubo days back in 1991. Ako, another story to tell. The act of kindness what was done to me and my group by the Lao of Calibo Aklan. And Bing is now one of my kumare. We all started to be single a long time ago, 1991. Imagine that. Mount Pinatubo, it's a whole story. One of these days I'll tell you. But I am at the loss of words to express the gratitude, because nung sumabog ang Pinatubo, we have nowhere to go. Walang ATM noon, wala pang telephone at the time. 1991, napaka-crude pa ng technology, no. Wala pang internet. You could just imagine this family, the Lau family, and of course the mayor Kimpo, my mayor Kimpo at the time, uh, uh, took us in. A stranger, really a stranger. Strangers, ang dami namin. They took us in because we cannot fly back to Manila, and it's a story in itself. And one of these days, I will tell you that, because you will. There's the lesson to be learned. And now we are. I'm like I am like an adopted family member of the Lao, the Mayor, and the Kimpo. Every time I go to Manila or to the Philippines, I always manage to go Calibo. And I promise, God willing, I will join the Ati-Atihan in January. So that will be fun. I have not done it for so long. But, okay. So, hello, Bing Bing, and to everybody there, to Manong Dodoy, and to everybody. I missed all the kids. Most of the kids or their kids are my inaanak now. Ganun nag-expand yung territory, like what MJ was telling you. Because of that situation, we have a relationship, we nourish a relationship, and we build a community na kahit hindi kami blood related, we became one. We every going home, it's like going to Calibo is like going home to the family. Because and I think the true essence of friendship is you don't have to see them every day, you don't have to talk to them every day, like when you have good friends, but when you see each other as if time stood still. Ganun kaganda po ang ay nako, I could go on and on and on about the friendship that I have with the Lao Mayor and Kimpo. It's just amazing. But Yvette, firstly, maraming salamat for trusting us with your story. Keep, like what MJ, and I will echo MJ's comment, keep helping. Don't let this family discourage you from being the good person that you are. Medyo hinay-hinay lang talaga sa mga feelings natin. So you're not as hurt, but you know in your heart and the heart of hearts that you know you are a good person, and that's already a blessing as it is. And the mere fact that you're sharing your letter to us is an eye opener for a lot of people, and it's a timely topic, especially like what MJ say. It's the holidays coming. It's Christmas, and it's a season of forgiveness, season of love, season of giving. So maybe you should forgive them, provided, of course, that hopefully they don't do it again. Doon naman sa family, pwede ba? Medyo medyo lessan ng makeup, huwag masyadong makapal ang muka. Hindi kayo mabe-bless niyan, sige kayo. And if you're hearing this, and hopefully one of these days you stumble in this show, um, you know, don't hurt people. Hurting people is not gonna do you wonders. It's just gonna show your character. And if you're asking for blessing, especially you're a newbie in Canada, you are a new settler, the best way is, and again, I'll echo MJ, build relationships. Build relationships, because this will relationship will turn into communities of people that would help you or will be instrumental for you to be very very successful in this new life, new environment that you are in. Tapos, MJ, maraming salamat talaga. I know I'm keeping you up, pero maraming salamat. Thank you for imparting to us your wisdom, your experiences, and your opinion and advices and comments. Those are valuable, and I know hindi lang ako na bless, but a lot of our listeners, viewers, especially those people who would be watching the show as a replay or yung mag-share. I know it was so timely. I'm glad this, and hopefully this is not the last. There will be other, especially when the letters are about health and fitness. I will definitely reach out to you. Just let me know when you're free. I don't want naman lagi kang mapuyat because you're in Houston. And one of these days, maybe early next year, I'll be flying to Houston. We'll do the show together there. Oh, and then time to plug in also. I know you do have also your radio show. You have two of those. Tell us now. And invite some of our listeners too, because you have good network as well. So go ahead.
Yes, good evening again. And Josh, I said earlier, thank you so much. I really am very grateful for giving me this opportunity. I love doing this. So I really am available anytime you want me to
Oh,
come.
don't say that. I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, yeah, we have a show here. We have a show every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's called Be Bold, Why Not? And on Monday, we're going to talk about the power of patience.
See, that's a
So,
good topic.
yes, the
Yeah.
power of patience. And our other show, the Biz Talk, we actually ended our season. We're going to come up with a different season, and we're going to come up with a better one. We're going to improve it. So if you have time, please watch our show, Be Bold, Why Not, every Mondays, 7 p.m. Thank you,
Wonderful.
Josh.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you
then
so
last
much.
comment, si Adele Ordinario, sabi niya, that's what I'm doing. I'm still helping people no matter what. And that's the good behavior, not really attitude, but behavior, and that should be our way. That should be helping should be no strings attached. When you help, think of what you're doing to others is you're doing it for the Lord or whoever you adore. It doesn't have to be Jesus, it could be Buddha, it could be whoever. We're not preaching here, but of course there's always a supreme being higher than ourselves. And if you're Christian Catholic, then of course there's Jesus and the Lord above. Do unto others. Sabi nga, helping is helping, and loving, helping is you are seeing the face of God. And that's my last comment to that. Again, maraming salamat MJ and Yvette. Thank you for that letter. That is such amazing letter. Sabi nga ni Father MJ, Father JM this time. Si MJ yung guest. Father JM Barosa, sabi niya, it is sign of humility. And maraming salamat to all our listeners today and our participants today who gave your opinion. Si Adele, si Josephine Castillo, si Emma Consul, si Ernie, si Adele Ordinario, Rosana Millar, si Estrelita Lapid for watching, si Dr. Edwin, thank you. Tapos si Catherine Cruz, maraming salamat. Katrina Poblete, whose daughter will be my guest for Friday. Tapos, at yung hindi ko pa nabati, si Emma Consul, maraming salamat. Si Lina Absili, maraming salamat. Si Sunny, maraming salamat. Si Alexander Francisco, thank you so much. Please continue showing sharing the show kasi po malami talaga. I mean, all the numbers. And thank you for all the viewerships and the numbers. And thank you for giving all the comments that you sent to me PM. And maraming salamat. I am humbled. I am touched at more than I could ever express in words na yung mga beautiful things that you said. And just to let you know, you could criticize too. We're open to constructive criticism. So maraming salamat. Like what MJ was saying, na gratitude is really an amazing thing. And if you are grateful, you are happy. And I think you could see it in our faces. I know, Yvette, sorry ha. Alam ko serious yung topic mo, pero natatawa talaga ako dun sa mga pinagsasabi mo dun. Kapal ng mukha dahil sa makeup. It will haunt me for at least a week. So with that, maraming salamat, MJ. I will not keep you anymore longer than what it is. I think you need your beauty sleep. And definitely this is not the first and the last. I know I will be reaching out to you anytime. And if you are having some time, also you cannot sleep, and it's on a Saturday night, just say hello. Just I want to go co-host, and I'll open the door for you. And anybody who's out there and would like to be also participating or being a co-host, maraming salamat. At teka muna, ito pa, daming humahabol. Si Ana. Oh, Ana, thank you rin, ha? Ana Enriquez and your son Paul and your other son and your husband. Sabi niya, the session was extremely enlightening and insightful. Wow, maraming salamat, Ana. Congratulations and thank you, Josh and Mary Jane. Maraming salamat also for your kind words, Ana. And definitely, let's get together when I visit Manila soon, God willing. Si Jago Abrasado. Jago Abrasado. Sabi niya, minsan, affected ka din pag hindi nagbalik tanaw sa iyo ang tinulungan mo. Ay, totoo rin. Totoo, okay. Totoo naman yan. Minsan, sabi niya, minsan affected ka din pag hindi nagbalik tanaw sa iyo ang tumulong. Teka muna. Minsan affected ka din pag hindi nagbalik tanaw sa iyo na tumulong. Yeah, okay. Tama ba yung pagkaintindi ko? Minsan, it's true. Nakakaano rin, kunyari, like, okay, quick lang. Pag kunyari tumulong ka, tapos then ikaw naman yung nangailangan and you reach out to the person tulungan mo, pero parang dead ma? Parang walang nangyari. So talagang normal ano lang yan. At talagang minsan ma-affect ka. Pero ang I think my advice to that is don't let it get to you and make that situation change you the way you are. If you are a good person, don't let other people change you otherwise. Kasi being a good person is what you need. Hindi natin alam. Tomorrow is never promised. Baka I always tell people, live your life as if it's the last day of your life here on earth. Para lagi tayong magandang ginagawa. Sometimes sumasablay. We're not perfect. We're human. We have choices that we make. And we just need to be knowledgeable and acknowledge. If we make a mistake, learn how to say sorry. And if you care for someone, tell them now. If you love someone, friends, family, significant others, boyfriend, girlfriend, tell them I love you. It's not difficult to say that, but say it now before it's too late. And with that, nako, maraming salamat to everybody who was listening to us today. Maraming salamat for your kind words, for your comments, and to everybody, Ana, si Jaco for your comments, Adele Ordinario, like what I said earlier, si MJ or si Mary Jane Concepcion for staying out late, and at the same time for taking so much of her time and sharing with us her nuggets of wisdom. Alam ko marami sa atin na na-bless. So like what always, when I close any of my shows, I always tell people, be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. At sometimes it's so difficult to be kind, but i-push pa rin natin. And like what I said, every show, every act of kindness, lahat ng act ng kabutihan, that you do to people, it is guaranteed. Guarantee po yan. It will come back to you in so many ways, in so many times, in different times, so many ways, with different people and different occasion. And that's a guarantee. Panghawakan nyo lang po. And I always tell people, manifest, 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 and it will happen to you. So with that, if I don't, next week, I have a beautiful young ladies guest from UK, and that's Ayana Poblete. And she will be our guest for Alam Mo Ba with Jush Andowitt on Friday, and Saturday in the Philippines and different time zone. And of course, live na naman po kami sa Friday and Saturday. So looking forward. So people who are watching us right now, you have a wonderful, wonderful week, whatever is left of it. And have a safe at wag masyadong mag-shop for Cyber Monday at yung mga Black Friday. Don't shop until you drop. Listen to your heart. Just buy things that you need, not what you want. Kasi dyan po tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. So with that, God bless us all, and good night everybody. Good morning, good night, and good afternoon. Have a wonderful day. Bye, Mary Jane. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next week. God bless us all. Yes. Mary Jane.